A 5-day strategic session to develop a comprehensive plan to prevent and combat transnational organized crime is currently underway in Pretoria, called the Development of South Africa's National Strategy to Prevent and Combat Transnational Organized Crime. Through this, the South African Police Service brought together role players in the SADC region, including detectives, crime intelligence officers, interpol officials, policing experts, to tackle and develop a strategy to prevent and combat transnational organized crime. General Fannie Masemola is the National Police Commissioner who joins us now to expand on this. General Masemola, very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. I know that you spent a great deal of time today emphasizing the serious challenge South Africa is facing when it comes to transnational organized crime. What are you up against?
Thanks to you and your viewers. We are up against, we want to develop a comprehensive and inclusive transnational organized crime strategy that will will use it to fight organized crime here at home and also with those that they are transacting with them across the global world. So that is our intention. We want to make sure that we don't rely on other parties, even though this transnational organized crime strategy will be also be assisting us to liaise with our partners internationally. But we want to make sure that here at home, the whole of government, together with the private sector, we are together in the fight against crime to make sure that transnational crime, we defeat it at all costs, because it affects us quite in a number of ways. It affects us in terms of, especially your cybercrime. Most South Africans, they lose their money to foreign criminals. Not to say it is good if it is home criminals, but that's supposed not to happen. We also have a problem of drugs that are coming to the country. Some is drugs, some is precursor substances that come into the country. We have illicit cigarettes and illicit goods, that is textile, also coming to the country. And we also have vehicles that are stolen from this country going up in other countries which affect the people of South Africa.
As you make mention of the transnational crime situation, you mentioned drugs, high-performance vehicles being stolen and taken over the border. How big a situation is this?
Drugs, most of the drugs, it is a problem because in most of our communities, we always have this problem of youth using drugs, and a number of over 33 drug labs that we dismantle in this country. All what is used at those drug labs is materials that come out of this country that are being processed here. You recall not long ago we have some Mexicans involved in Crolesdal, in Limpopo, some also involved in the Cape Town. So it shows that they bring everything here and they cook here those drugs. So it is a problem. And vehicles, the insurance industry together with South Africans, they lose a lot of 4x4s and SUVs. That goes up in other countries as a result of transnational crime. So it is definitely a problem.
And when you talk about, sitting and trying to find solutions from different stakeholders across the SADC region, what are some of the topics that you're handling, and who are these other stakeholders that are engaging in these topics?
Stakeholders at home is both government and the private sector. And from the SADC, all police chiefs of the 16 SADC countries were involved in this decision that each country must develop its own transnational organized crime strategy so that we can be able to work with each other. Currently, we are involved. Those that are assisting us is the SADC organ on politics, defense and security. They've sent representatives to the meeting. And of course, our Interpol regional bureau office in Harare is also represented at the meeting. So we are working together to find solutions.
And talk to us a little bit about, what you're hoping to achieve. I understand that these sessions will be ongoing throughout the course of this week. What are you hoping to come out with as you round up these discussions and really draft this strategic plan?
Yeah, we hope to achieve at the end of the day to have a strategy that will be talking as to how we as South Africans comprehensively so have this strategy. How will it assist us to work with our counterparts in SADC and the rest of Africa with a view to cap this? You'd recall, I'm sure you'll know that most of this, like your drugs, they come through, some through seaports and airports, but mostly through land ports, which is roads that are coming from north of Africa. And majority of our illicit cigarettes come through from there. So we want to achieve a strategy that will detail the cooperation between us and our closer neighbors in terms of fighting this crime jointly, so that we have common understanding on how to assist one another.
Yeah. Before we let you go, maybe talk to us a little bit about what the biggest challenges have been. Why is it with such great difficulty that you are battling to curb these crimes when it comes to the points or the border points and across the SADC region? Where are the loopholes that result in these crimes being such big challenges?
Well, some of the loopholes will be your, especially when it comes to mutual legal assistance, getting assistance from other countries. If we arrest somebody in one of our neighboring countries, to get those people to come and account here in South Africa, it's one of the challenges we have. And simply also to retrieve vehicles from some of our African countries. It's quite a challenge. They have got a principle in some, not all, in some of our neighboring countries where they say, for example, if you buy a stolen vehicle or an equipment, they say the person is an innocent buyer. Even though we have some established protocol as the SADC police chiefs to say, for example, if you buy a car here, you must have a SADC clearance. But you'll find that that person has bought a car, no SADC clearance, but is regarded as an innocent buyer in those countries. And it becomes problematic because we would want such a person to come and account this side for the illegal purchase of that car, which is quite problematic. So by achieving this, by developing this strategy, we want to have a common, seamless process and a language with our counterparts to say, when this happens, this is what we would like to expect in terms of repatriation of be it suspects. Like, for example, now, we have 2 people in Eswatini that the courts were dealing with, but we are quite happy because the courts have done their work, and it's a matter of just appeal on top of appeal, which we think that process will be exhausted, and we will get them back to the country. But there are some other SADC countries that it's just difficult to get people that committed crime here at home to get them back from those countries.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thanks for speaking to us this evening. As, of course, we wrap that conversation up with General Fannie Masemola, National Police Commissioner, giving us a sense of a 5-day strategic session, the outcomes of tackling and curbing transnational organised crime.